Welcome. Tonight is a warm lighthouse in a gentle storm. No sudden sounds, no twists. Just slow words and steady rain to help you rest. Get comfortable and let the night soften. You arrive slowly. The path along the cliff is damp and quiet. Rain has been falling for a while, steady and patient, turning the world softer at the edges. The wind is present, but gentle, not pushing, not demanding, just moving the air in slow breaths. Ahead, the lighthouse stands tall and calm, a simple shape against the dark sky. Its light turns slowly, sweeping across the rain, then across the sea, then back again, a warm glow in a cool night. You walk closer. Your steps are careful on wet stone. The sound of rain is constant, not loud, not dramatic, just a smooth layer over everything. The ocean below is dark, but steady. Waves move in slow, heavy rhythms, not crashing, not sharp, only rolling, like a calm pulse beneath the storm. You reach the door, solid wood, a metal handle, cool to the touch. You pause for a moment, not because you are uncertain, only because it feels good to arrive, to stop, to let the world outside continue without you. You open the door and step inside, and the air changes immediately. Outside, the rain was open and wide. Inside, the air is warm and still. The sound of rain becomes softer, filtered through stone and glass. The lighthouse smells faintly of old wood and salt, a clean, simple smell, like a place that has been calm for a long time. You close the door behind you. The latch clicks softly, final, comforting. You stand still. You let your shoulders drop. You let your hands soften. You let your jaw unclench. You breathe in and you breathe out. In again, out again. The lighthouse is quiet, not silent, but quiet. You can hear the distant rain. You can hear the low movement of the sea. You can hear the smallest creak of the building settling. Everything is slow here. Everything is patient. You move deeper inside. The narrow stairway curves upward. A soft, warm lamp lights the steps. The light is not bright. It is gentle. It does not wake you up. It only guides you. You climb slowly. One step, then another. Your breathing stays calm. In, out, in, out. The higher you go, the softer the outside world becomes. The wind fades. The rain becomes a quiet background. And the lighthouse feels like a warm shell around you. You reach a small room, a simple space. A chair by a window, a folded blanket, a table with a mug already waiting. The window glass is speckled with rain. Drops gather, drops slide, gather, slide. You sit down. The chair supports you. Your legs relax. Your shoulders sink lower. You pull the blanket over your lap. Warmth settles into you, slow and steady. Outside, the lighthouse beam moves across the night, a slow circle of light, sweeping, passing, returning. You watch it without thinking. You watch it without effort. Your eyes soften. Your breathing slows. In, out, in again, out again. Somewhere far away, thunder rolls. Not close, not sharp, just a low sound, distant and slow, like the sky turning over in its sleep. You do not react. You do not need to. You are safe inside the lighthouse. The storm is outside, and you are inside. warm, quiet, supported. You let your thoughts become less important. A thought comes, then it fades. Another thought comes, then it fades. And between them, there is quiet, more stillness. The rain continues, the sea continues, the beam of light continues its slow circle. And you do not need to do anything at all. You can simply rest here, breathing, softening, letting go. As the lighthouse keeps watch for you, all through the gentle storm, you stay in the chair by the window. The lighthouse beam continues its slow circle outside, passing, fading, returning. A steady rhythm you do not need to follow. You breathe in and you breathe out. In again, out again. The rain keeps sliding down the glass. Drops gather, drops move, gather, move. The ocean below continues its slow motion, not crashing, not sharp, just rolling, like a calm pulse beneath the storm. You let your shoulders sink a little lower. You let your hands rest. The blanket stays warm on your legs, and the room remains softly lit. Warm light, quiet air, a calm place inside a moving night. Then, slowly, you reach toward the small table. There is a mug waiting there. Simple, comforting. You wrap your fingers around it. The warmth spreads gently into your hand, not hot, not intense, just warm enough to feel steady. You hold it close for a moment, and you breathe in, out, in, out. Then you take one small sip. Slow, easy. You do not drink for energy. You drink for comfort, for the quiet ritual of warmth, for the small signal it gives to your body. It is safe to soften now. It is safe to rest now. You take another small sip, and you set the mug back down, carefully, quietly, so there is no sharp sound. You keep your hands still again, or you fold them loosely on the blanket, whatever feels easiest. You look around the room. The lighthouse is simple. A few shelves, a small lamp, a folded towel, a coat hook, and near the window, a thin notebook, a logbook, the kind that stays here, year after year. You pick it up slowly. The cover is worn, not damaged, just used. You open it. The pages are filled with calm handwriting, short notes, weather, times, small observations, nothing urgent, nothing dramatic, just a steady record of nights passing. You do not need to read closely. You do not need to understand every detail. You simply let the pages be there. A quiet reminder that this place has always been calm. Even when storms move through, you turn one page. The sound is soft. Paper, a gentle whisper, then stillness again. You breathe in and you breathe out. In again, out again, outside. The beam of light moves across the rain. A slow sweep, then darkness, then the sweep returns again. You watch without effort. Your eyes soften, your mind softens. If a thought appears, you let it drift, like the beam, passing, fading, returning, but never demanding anything from you. The rain continues, steady, even. The wind remains gentle, present, but not harsh, and the ocean keeps its slow rhythm below. You turn another page. Maybe you notice a line about calm seas, or a line about low clouds, or a line about steady rain. It does not matter. The words do not need to stay in your mind. They can pass through like warm air. You take one more small sip of tea, then you set the mug down again, and you let your hands return to stillness. You let your shoulders drop. You let your jaw stay loose. You let your forehead smooth. You let your breathing slow. In, out, in, out. Somewhere far away, thunder rolls again, low, distant, slow. It is only a deep sound under the night. It does not reach you. It does not change the warmth inside the room. It does not change the calm. You are safe inside the lighthouse. The lighthouse is steady. The walls are strong. The light is warm. The chair supports you. The blanket rests on you. And the storm stays outside. You let your eyelids close for a moment, then open again slowly, then close again, like slow waves, like the ocean below. You do not force anything. You allow the night to do its work. You allow the rain to soften the world. You allow the steady rhythm of the lighthouse to quiet your thoughts. In, out, in again, out again. The logbook rests in your lap now, or beside you. It can stay open, or it can close. Either way, it remains calm, a quiet object in a quiet room, a gentle detail that makes the night feel safe. Outside, the beam continues its slow circle. Rain continues to fall. Waves continue to roll, and you continue to soften, breath by breath, in, out, until thinking becomes unnecessary, until effort becomes unnecessary, until the night feels like one long, gentle exhale, and you can rest here, quietly, while the lighthouse keeps watch through the storm. You remain by the window. The tea is warm inside you now, not in a bright way, in a quiet way, like a small, steady warmth that tells your body it can relax deeper. The lighthouse beam continues outside, a slow circle, passing across the rain, passing across the sea, returning again. You do not need to follow it. You do not need to count the turns. You simply let it be part of the night. You breathe in and you breathe out. In again, out again. The rain keeps sliding down the glass. Long lines, soft movement, gathering, letting go, gathering again. The ocean below is dark, but you can feel its rhythm. A slow rise, a slow fall. Not crashing, not sharp, just steady waves moving in the distance. You let your eyes rest on the horizon, not searching for anything, not expecting anything, just resting. The sky is heavy with clouds, low and calm. The storm is present, but gentle, nothing dramatic, nothing sudden, just steady rain and soft wind. Somewhere far away, thunder rolls, low, distant, slow. It feels like the sky turning over in its sleep. You do not react. You do not need to. Inside, the lighthouse is warm. The lamp is soft. The walls are strong. And you are supported. You breathe in and you breathe out. In, out. In again, out again. If a thought appears, you let it drift. You do not hold it. You do not chase it. You do not finish it. You let it pass like the light outside. A thought comes, then it fades. Another thought comes, then it fades. And between them, there is quiet, more stillness. You rest in that stillness. You allow it to expand across your shoulders, across your chest, down your arms, through your hands. Your hands feel heavier Your arms feel heavier, your legs feel heavier, not heavy in a hard way, heavy in a comforting way, like settling into safety, like sinking into warmth. The blanket rests on you, the chair holds you, the air stays calm, and the rain stays steady. The beam of light returns again. A soft sweep across the window, a gentle glow for a moment, then it passes. Then the room returns to warm dimness. You let your eyelids close for a moment, then open again slowly, then close again. A gentle wave, a slow rhythm. You breathe, in, out, in, out, outside. The ocean continues, a slow pulse beneath the storm, and the rain continues, a steady layer over everything. You notice how easy it is to stop thinking now. The mind tries to plan, to review, to name, but tonight it can rest. Tonight it can soften. Tonight it can become quiet. You do not need to do anything. You do not need to fix anything. You do not need to solve anything. The lighthouse keeps watch. The storm passes outside, and you remain inside, warm, quiet, safe. You breathe in, and you breathe out. In again, out again. You may notice the space between breaths, a small pause, a quiet gap. You can rest inside that gap. Breath in, pause. Breath out, pause. In, pause. Out, pause. Everything slows. Everything softens. The rain remains. The sea remains. The beam continues its slow circle, and you drift a little deeper with every breath, without effort, without trying, just allowing. As the lighthouse keeps turning its warm light through the gentle storm, you do not need to look out the window anymore. You have seen enough of the night, enough rain, enough sea, enough soft movement. Now you can let your eyes rest. You let your gaze fall back into the room. Warm lamplight, quiet walls, a simple chair, a blanket, a calm table. Everything is steady. Everything is safe. You breathe in and you breathe out. In again, out again. The lighthouse beam continues outside. But you do not need to watch it. You can simply feel its rhythm in the background, a slow circle, passing, returning, passing again. The rain continues too, steady, even, a constant layer over the night. And far away, the thunder remains distant, low, slow, soft, nothing sudden, nothing close, nothing that asks you to be alert. You let your shoulders sink lower. You let your neck relax. You let your jaw stay loose. You let your forehead smooth. Your face become soft. Your hands become still. Your breathing becomes slower. In, out, in, out. The blanket rests on you with a gentle weight, not heavy, just enough to make you feel held, just enough to tell your body it can stop. You allow your legs to relax. You allow your feet to relax. You allow your arms to relax. You allow your hands to relax. Everything can soften. Everything can let go. You breathe in and you breathe out. If thoughts appear, you let them drift. You do not hold them. You do not chase them. You do not finish them. You let them pass like the waves below. A thought comes, then it rolls away. Another thought comes, then it rolls away. And between them, there is quiet. More quiet. More stillness. You rest in that stillness. You let it expand across your chest, across your shoulders, down your arms, through your hands. Your body feels heavier now, not heavy in a hard way, heavy in a peaceful way, like sinking into warmth, like settling into safety. Your eyelids close longer, a few seconds, then longer still. You do not force them open. You do not force them closed. You let them move naturally, like slow waves, like slow breath, in, out, in again, out again. The room remains warm, the air remains calm, the rain remains steady, the sea remains slow, and the lighthouse remains constant. It has watched through many nights, many storms, many quiet hours, and tonight it watches for you, so you do not have to. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to stop thinking about tomorrow. You are allowed to let the day fall away. Nothing needs to be done now. Nothing needs to be solved now. Nothing needs to be decided now. You only need to breathe. In, out, and with every breath, you drift a little deeper, quietly, gently, safely, as the rain continues and the lighthouse keeps its slow, steady circle through the gentle storm. You are allowed to be completely still now. The lighthouse does not need anything from you. The storm does not need anything from you. The ocean does not need anything from you. Everything outside can move on its own, and everything inside can soften. You breathe in, and you breathe out, in again, out again. The rain continues, soft on the glass, soft on the stone, soft on the roof above you, a steady layer, even, patient, nothing sudden, nothing sharp. The lighthouse beam continues too, a slow circle, passing, returning, passing again, like a calm metronome for the night. You do not need to follow it. You do not need to count it. You can let it become background. You can let it blur. You can let it soften. You breathe in and you breathe out. In, out, in again, out again. You notice the warmth in the room. Warm light, warm air, warm fabric of the blanket, warmth on your skin, the kind of warmth that does not wake you, the kind of warmth that gently lowers you into rest. Your shoulders are low, your jaw is loose, your forehead is smooth, your hands are still, your breathing is slow, in, out, in, out. If a thought appears, it can be distant, like thunder far out over the sea, present but not close, real but not demanding. A thought comes, then it fades, another thought comes, then it fades, and between them there is quiet, more stillness. You can rest in that stillness. You can let it grow. You can let it spread through your chest, through your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands. Your hands become heavier. Your arms become heavier. Your legs become heavier. Not heavy in a hard way, heavy in a peaceful way, like sinking into comfort, like settling into safety. The rain stays steady. The ocean stays slow. The lighthouse stays constant. And you do not need to do anything at all. You breathe in and you breathe out. In again, out again. You may notice the space between breaths, a small pause, a quiet gap. You can rest inside that gap. Breath in, pause, breath out, pause, in, pause, out, pause. Everything slows, everything softens. The day becomes less important. Tomorrow can wait. The world can wait. Nothing needs your attention now. The lighthouse keeps watch. The storm moves through. The waves roll below, and you remain safe inside. Warm, quiet, held. You breathe in, and you breathe out. If you hear the thunder, it is only distant, low, slow, like the sky turning over gently. It does not change your calm. It does not reach you. It remains far away. And inside, everything stays soft. You let your eyelids stay closed. You let your face stay relaxed. You let your tongue rest. You let your shoulders rest. You let your hands rest. You let your whole body rest. In, out, in, out. The lighthouse beam continues its slow circle outside. Even if you do not see it, it is there, passing, returning, passing again, a steady rhythm that asks nothing from you. The rain continues as well, a steady layer that asks nothing from you, and your breathing continues, slow, even, gentle, in, out, in again, out again. You are allowed to drift. You are allowed to let go. You are allowed to sleep. You do not need to hold on to thoughts. You do not need to hold on to plans. You do not need to hold on to the day. You can release it, breath by breath, softly, quietly, in, out, in, out. The room remains warm. The night remains gentle. The storm remains outside, and you remain safe inside the lighthouse. As the rain falls, as the waves roll, as the light turns, and you drift deeper and deeper into rest, until the words become background, until the rain becomes background, until even the ocean becomes background, and there is only quiet, only softness, only sleep. You can rest now. You can drift now. You can let go now. Good night. You remain still for a while longer. Then, very slowly, you decide to move. Not because you have to, only because the lighthouse is safe enough for gentle motion. You keep the blanket around your shoulders. You stand up carefully. Your feet find the floor. The room stays warm behind you. The rain stays steady outside. And the lighthouse beam continues its slow circle, passing, returning, passing again. You walk to the stairway. The steps curve upward. The air is slightly cooler here, but calm. You place one hand on the rail. Wood smooth from years of touch. You climb slowly, one step, then another. No hurry, no effort, just quiet movement. The sound of rain becomes softer as you rise, not gone, just more distant, like everything outside is moving farther away. You breathe in, and you breathe out, in again, out again. The higher you go, the more the lighthouse feels like a calm shell. Stone and wood around you, warm light behind you, a steady structure holding the night in place. You reach the top, the lantern room, glass windows all around, rain tapping gently against them, and the world outside, wide and dark and calm. The ocean stretches out, black water with soft movement, waves rolling in slow rhythms, not crashing, not sharp, just steady. The lighthouse light turns here, a warm, bright center, not harsh, not flashing, a constant glow that moves slowly. You watch the rotation. The beam sweeps across rain, across sea, across cloud. Then it returns, again and again, a calm circle, a patient circle, You stand near the glass, not pressed close, just near enough to feel protected by it. Rain lines drift down the window, long trails, small drops joining, then separating, then joining again. You breathe in and you breathe out. In, out, in again, out again. Far out over the sea, thunder rolls, low, distant, slow, like the sky turning in its sleep. It does not reach you. It does not change the calm. It stays far away. And here, in the lantern room, everything remains steady. The beam passes again. Warm light glides across the glass, then fades, then returns. You do not need to think. You do not need to decide anything. You only need to stand here and let the night soften you. Your shoulders drop lower. Your hands loosen. Your breath slows. In, out, in, out. If thoughts appear, they can be distant, small, unimportant. A thought comes, then it fades. Another thought comes, then it fades. And between them, there is quiet, more stillness. You notice the rhythm of the lighthouse clock. Turn, pass, return, turn, pass, return. A steady motion that asks nothing of you. You notice the rhythm of the sea. Rise, fall, rise, fall. A steady motion that asks nothing of you. You notice the rhythm of the rain. Tap, slide, tap, slide. A steady motion that asks nothing of you. And you notice the rhythm of your breath. In, out, in, out. Everything becomes one slow pattern. Light, water, rain, breath. Light, water, rain, breath. Your eyelids grow heavier. Not forced, not sudden, just natural. You let them close for a moment. Then open slowly. Then close again. Longer this time. You are safe. The lighthouse keeps watch. The storm stays outside. The ocean stays below. And you can let your mind become quiet. You can let your body become heavy. Not heavy in a hard way. Heavy in a peaceful way. Like sinking into warmth. Like settling into sleep. You breathe in and you breathe out. In again, out again. The beam passes once more. Warm, slow, steady. And you feel how easy it is now to let go. Nothing needs you. Nothing pulls you. Nothing demands attention. Only the quiet night. Only the gentle storm. Only the steady lighthouse. And your slow breath. In, out, in, out. You can drift now. You can rest now. You can sleep now. As the lighthouse continues its calm circle through the gentle storm. If you'd like more lighthouse sleep stories, you can subscribe. And if this helped you relax, a gentle like supports the channel. Thank you for being here. Good night.